Hello, everybody. So I wanted to let you know about a few things that are important for you to be aware of. And I just have a few things that I wanted to address because there are questions that I've received, and I think that it would be helpful for everyone to know. So anyway, first off, grades. Okay, so I've gotten a few questions about grades, including, why does my grade look so yucky right now? Why is it so low? I put in time and all those things. Totally get it. And I understand that for many of you, your grade does look kind of yucky right now. Okay. But it's not going to stay that way. It's just that the grade that we are putting in is called the relative grade. Okay. And what that means is that it's a combination of the amount of the course you've done so far plus the tasks that you've done so far. So let's say if you've done about 40% of the class so far. Okay, and you've done, that means you've done 40% of the tasks. And if you've gotten like B's or A's or whatever on the tasks, they're going to be factored together. So that'll mean that it would probably be somewhere around the 30% range for your relative grade. It doesn't mean that you're doing poorly in the course. It just means that you've got a ways to go, okay? Eventually, your relative grade will look like, or it will match your I think what's called the current grade, okay, which is all of the assignments that you've done so far. Anyway, it will get better, I promise you. It just means that you need to continue to put in that time. So right now, as you can see on here on this slide, let's see, for this student right here, you know, right now their relative grade is really low. It's 3.9%. This student is 13.6%. You know, this student has 93.4% down here. Now, the reason for that is because she completed the course, okay? So she's 100% done with the course and she earned an A. So that is what her relative grade is now. It matches her current grade, okay? So anyway, just kind of keep that in mind. Don't worry too much about the relative grade at this time. Just be thinking about, okay, I need to make sure that this goes up week after week after week, because if it's staying the same, then that is going to be a problem. Now, something that's very important that is new for us to talk about, and I believe you got a message already from Miss Alper Ramos, but attendance. We do have to take attendance. Yes, we're doing asynchronous. Okay, I get it. So we're not actually seeing each other at any point face to face, and that's okay. But every Thursday, I'm going to be taking attendance by noon. So I'll be taking attendance officially once weekly, and I'll be looking to make sure that you've logged in at least once throughout the week. So in the course of the past 7 days, have you logged in at least once and put in a substantial amount of time? Okay, so if you've logged in, but you only logged in for like 50 seconds and then you were gone, or if all of that time was inactive, that's going to be a problem for attendance. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for active time where you've logged significant amounts of time. Now you might be wondering, well, what exactly does that mean? Well, I am looking and hoping that you're doing at least 5 hours of work in your course per week. Okay, and if you're taking 2 courses, you should be logging at least 10 hours per week in order to finish on time. We've got less than a month at this point remaining. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you're really putting in the time so that you can finish and be successful. You still have plenty of time, but you gotta make sure that you're putting it on a regular basis, or that you're double timing it, because otherwise you're going to fall behind and it's going to be really stressful and awful for you. And we want to make sure that you do finish the course. Okay, it would be a darn shame if you didn't. One exception, if you're taking 2 courses, okay, and let's say you're taking English and social studies, right? And you know, I'm teaching social studies, so that's really what I'm hoping and looking for and all that kind of stuff. But let's say if you decide, I'm going to double time my English course first, get that out of the way, and then I'll do social studies. As long as I see that you're working in one of those 2 courses and you're putting in a lot of time, I'm going to give you the attendance, okay? Because we want you to be successful in summer school in general, all right? So you can do that if you need to. If you need to concentrate just on one, because you're like a one-track mind kind of person, you're like, I just want to power through one, and then I'll concentrate on the next. That's fine. You can do that and still get attendance credit. As long as I see your name and I say, oh, look, I see that they have logged in within the past 7 days. Ooh, and they did a good chunk of time for a summer school class. you're going to get the attendance, all right? Now, each day in your courses, you should go up by 3 to 5%. That's Monday through Friday, okay? So in total, over the course of the week, you should be up anywhere from 15 to 20%. Is my math right? I don't know. Miss Lindgren would tell me. But anyway, so if you're taking one course, you should go up 3 to 5% in that course each day. Make good progress. If you're taking two courses, you should aim for 6 to 10% overall per day, okay? If you're dividing and conquering, you should aim to finish one course by the end of next week, all right? Now, if you're taking two courses and managing both at the same time, that's fine. Aim for 3 to 5 in each, you know, as you're going through. And remember, it's 1 hour per day, Monday through Friday, per course is about where you need to be in terms of time spent. And that should be active time, not inactive. Now, if you notice over here, target completion for my courses for the majority of my students, most of my students should be right around 46% complete in their courses by now. Okay? Now you can see with this red, there's a substantial amount of people who've got some things to do in order to get up there. Now, maybe they're double timing it in another class, in another subject area, and then they're going to jump over to me. Totally respect that. That's fine. But I do worry a little bit. Please reach out to me if you need anything, if you need any help, if you need some motivation, whatever. I'm here for you, okay? So days since last action. I'll talk about this on the next slide in just a moment, all right? But we can see this is all over the board. I love seeing those zeros, though, and I'll explain that next. Now, you have to put in the time on your attendance. Make sure to do your time according to your plan. Please don't slack. Please, okay? Don't put it off because you just got to put in the time. On average, I think it's about 32 to 40 hours per course you're taking in Edgenuity. All right? It varies depending on the subject area and exact class and blah, blah, blah. But just know, okay, so I'm probably going to have to spend about 32 to 40 hours on this course. Where do I want to put those hours? When do I want to work to get it done? Have a plan. That's the key, okay? Set goals. Tell people about what you plan to do so that then you make yourself sit down and do it. Just like weeding my garden yesterday, I had to say to people, I was like, oh, hey, I'm going outside now. I'm going to weed. I'm going to get the weeds out of the flowers and stuff right now. If I hadn't said it, I probably just would have sat down and like looked at the sun and whatever and been like, oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, weeds? What weeds? Okay? You got to tell people about your goals in order to get it done. Anyway, days since last action. This is what we're looking for when we're taking attendance. This is the first step. We're looking to say, oh, have they logged in within the last 7 days? Now, a little fun quiz here. Can you tell me which of these students will be marked present if I were to take attendance right now? It would be the first student, the second student, the third student, the fourth student. Oh, no! The fifth and sixth students, oh boy, haven't logged in within the past 7 days and haven't logged in within the past 15 days. Got to hop on this. Okay, let's get this going. And then lastly, I wanted to give a few shout outs. There's some people doing some spectacular things and I'm so proud of you. Taylor C. is consistently putting in time throughout the week. Go Taylor, that's awesome. Marcus G. just started yesterday, and he's already completed 6% of his course in social studies. Congrats, Marcus. Alondra S. is at 60% complete in economics. Fabulous. And Axel and Diana have jumped back in just today, and they're putting in some time. Yay, that is so awesome. You're making some gains, and I'm very proud of you. Keep it moving. Do your time, okay? Get your scores that you need on assignments, and if you can't get the score, if it's not happening for you, reach out to me because I can create an alternate assignment for you, all right? I can look to see what kinds of questions you're missing. I can go find some things, put it together. It's not super complicated, I promise, and then we'll get it done, all right? That's the important thing. We want to get this done. Text me or chat me if you need anything, and I will talk to you again soon. I hope you have a lovely and safe 4th of July weekend, and remember, I don't care. You can reach out to me anytime. If I'm camping, whatever, I've got cell service. I can set you up with another retake. It's no problem, okay? And I do turn my phone off at night, so you will not disturb me if you text me if you're a night owl, okay? All right. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.